Please.
What's your
Please.
point?
Get to the point.
What is the main point?
Page number 2.
You're just showing he's like talking.
Coin after coin after coin. Page number 4. Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you like that?
Yes,
Would you
we
like
like
that?
that. Even
Would you like that?
Christian coins used to
Would
look
you
like
like?
this.
Please don't touch me. Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you like that? 65 AH. Would you like that? Would you please come here, sir? Are you a Muslim, sir?
I want to just to ask you.
Are you a
What is the
Muslim, sir?
difference now between the pound and euro?
Are you a Muslim,
Ask me.
sir?
I'm Muslim.
Are you a Muslim,
Okay,
sir? Please.
Why are you talking about the coins?
Where do you
Talk
come
about
from, sir?
Talk about the
Where do you
religion
come from, sir?
deeply.
Where do you
This
come
is-
from, sir?
I'm coming from Kuwait.
Kuwait, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
I am not talking about Kuwait now. I am
Did
talking
I
about.
talk about Kuwait?
No. I am
Did
now
I talk?
talking.
I didn't talk about
Wait,
Kuwait.
please, please listen. I am now going to talk about the Umayyad Caliphate. You know what a caliphate is?
Yeah, I know Caliphate.
Much better than Kuwait, isn't it?
Much better.
Yes.
That time Kuwait is what?
Excellent. A caliphate is much better than Kuwait.
India that time is
Now,
exist.
that's good. Now, do you know the Umayyad Caliphate? The Caliph Muawiyah.
No. Khalifa Muawiyah, I'm going to tell you
Do you-
one thing.
do you-
I'm going to
do
tell you
you-
one thing.
do you-
What we
No,
can
no,
do
no, no, no.
with the coins.
Please listen
Exactly
to
what
me.
you want from the coins.
If you listen, you may understand. Now, would you like an Islamic coin from Muawiyah?
I don't care about my Islamic.
You don't
coins.
care about your caliph?
No, I don't care. I
About
care
your caliph?
I care about religion.
Do you care about your
I
caliph
care
or
about
not?
religion. That's it.
Do you care
are
about
talking
caliphate or not?
Why you take me around? Why you take me around to say,
Julian,
a coin?
did you see what happened there?
What do I do with the coin?
Are you waiting for an Islamic caliphate, sir?
Of course, we'll be back.
Is that part of your religion,
Yes,
sir?
of course.
And so talking about the caliphate is very much your religion, isn't it, sir?
Of course.
Good, please come here. Please come here, sir.
will not approach
So
you.
I am now talking about your previous caliphate. Not the last one,
Don't talk
but the
about
second one.
The previous caliphate is gone. Now we're talking about today.
I know. But I am now talking about your previous caliphate. Does that coin look like an Islamic coin to
I
you,
wasn't
sir?
existed at that time. I don't know.
But
I
can
don't-
you see, sir?
I don't know about this coin.
Can you see, sir?
I can see, but I don't know about anything about
Can you see, sir?
I can't see.
I'm asking a simple.
What did you see here?
Please, I'm going to ask you a simple question, sir.
You bring
As
your
some,
coin.
excuse me, sir.
Deep
I'm going to
religion.
ask you.
You can talk.
Are
with
you
me.
scared at looking
You
at the
can
coin,
talk
sir?
with me in deep religion. You want or not? I will not conversate with you.
Let's
That's
start
it.
from scratch.
Finish.
Let's start from scratch. Let's start for 1 second. Let's start from scratch. I'd like to talk about very deep religion.
Who's deep religion? From where you bring it?
Very deep Islam is what I'd like to talk
You
about.
don't know nothing about Islam. If you know anything about Islam, you will not
Please
talk
come
about
here.
like that.
Please come here.
No, I will not come there.
Very deep Islam cares about a caliphate, doesn't
You are
it?
lying. There is no deep Islam as you talk about it.
Did you see what the problem is?
No, there is no problem.
I am showing to
You have
the gentleman there
You have the problem.
a coin from the Umayyad Caliphate, the second caliphate to exist after the time of Muhammad. So please come here, Julian. So soon after Muhammad came the Rashidun Caliphate.
Okay.
4 caliphs.
Yeah.
They call Rashidun caliphs,
Yeah.
according to later fancy stories.
Yes.
Now, after the Rashidun Caliphate
Yeah.
came the
After Osman.
after
Yeah.
Uthman,
Yeah.
after Ali,
Yes.
who is the 4th caliph,
Yes.
comes Umayyad Caliphate.
Yes.
The first caliph in the Umayyad Caliphate is Caliph Muawiyah. He's supposed to be a successor to Muhammad. Now, he minted, early in his time, he minted few coins. And that's a pattern used for one of his coins. Are you an Arab, sir? Are you an Arab Muslim, sir? Excuse me, sir, I have video of you. I don't want to speak to you. Please move on. How many of you here are sincere Muslims? Does that coin look like an Islamic coin to any one of you?
What's the evidence?
Neil, does that look like an Islamic coin to you?
Empty words.
It does.
Wikipedia. What's the
It's
Neil.
an Islamic period, but it doesn't look Islamic.
Imagine
It's got
the
Arabic
Bible
lines.
woke up from a sleep.
Well, exactly. Anything else that looks Islamic there?
Out of the Bible. Out. Sleep. Go to sleep.
No, that's not Islamic. That's Persian, Sasanian. That's Persian.
I don't see a crescent moon on there.
What's that?
I don't see a crescent moon on there.
Yeah, there's no crescent moon, yeah? My dear young man, please come here. Are you Muslim? Please come here. Does this look like a Muslim coin to you?
You're not teaching them.
Please come here. Please come. Does this look like a Muslim coin to you? Let's put it this way. If you are a ruler of a Muslim emirate, would you mint such a coin? Why not? What kinds of things are here? Please come in here. What kinds of things are here? Would you like that head? Do you like that head? You don't like the head? Why not? Why don't you like that head? Why not? Why don't you like that head?
He's not talking about religion.
Siraj doesn't like any Muslim
It's
coming here.
pointless. You're not talking about religion. You're talking
Why-
about coins.
why-
Even back in the days, Hebrews, Jews used to
Why
have
do you not
coins.
like that head? Why do you not like that head? Why do you not like that head?
Why you can't listen? Because you're told, go away.
Exactly. You can't listen. Listening is a function. Hey, how are you doing? Does that look like an Islamic coin to you? Does that look like an Islamic coin to you? Exactly, please. So that doesn't look like an Islamic coin, does it? It doesn't look like an Islamic coin. Any other Muslim?
Why never talk about it?
Excuse me, sir. Are you Muslim, sir? Are you Muslim, sir? Are you Muslim, sir? Please come here. Does this coin look like an Islamic coin to you? So it doesn't look like an Islamic coin, does it?
Islam can be anyone. Islam can be a Farsi, can be Arab, can be Indian, can be anyone.
No. I'm asking you a particular question.
There's no such thing.
Does this coin-
Islamic coin? You tell me.
Does this coin look Islamic to
It
you?
is Farsi.
What's that?
Farsi. This Persian. Farsi.
Ah, this is Persian. Do you like that head in an Islamic coin?
Sorry?
Would you like that face on an Islamic coin?
Anyone can put it. What wrong? You tell me what wrong.
No, I'm
How
asking you a
does it-
simple question.
How does it affect Islam?
Would you like that face in an Islamic coin?
Oh, now it's the 21st century, so we won't be using this card.
What is your name, sir?
Mohammed. Oh, what's your name?
Arul.
Arul.
Good to see you, Mohammed.
Good to see
Where
you.
are you
Mr.
from?
Arul.
Indonesia?
Sorry?
Where are you from?
No, I'm from Malaysia.
Malaysia. Now, Mohammed from Malaysia, I'm asking you a very particular question.
Okay.
If you now this is a thought experiment, okay? Just for a moment assume that you are in charge of an Islamic emirate, yeah?
Okay.
A caliphate of some sort. You are in charge. You
Okay.
have the authority to decide.
Okay.
My question-
We'll play with your theory. Okay.
Yeah, that's our thought experiment. Now, in that context, if you were to decide to mint coins, would you like that for an Islamic coin?
I have my own preference.
No, but would you like that for an Islamic
I
coin?
have my own preference.
But would you like this?
When I say I have my own preference,
Yeah.
means I'm not going to choose this. I choose my own coin.
Why would you not choose this?
My face is not in it.
Your face is in it. Like your face. So you would like
No,
your face
I
to be...
don't understand your argument. What are you trying to do here?
There's no argument so far, there's only questions so far. Would you like that face to be in an Islamic coin?
Not in my Emirates. I have my own Emirates, so it's my face.
So, in your face. Okay, if you have your own face
Okay.
and take that up before...
No, I'll put Allah and Muhammad. I won't put
Ah, nice. Why would you put only Allah and Muhammad?
No, because
Only Allah and Muhammad, or all of these and Allah and Muhammad? Would you put only Allah and Muhammad, or would you put all of these and on top of these Allah and Muhammad?
I can do that as well.
But what would your preference be?
I think
Misleading.
Forget about the
You see here, look at the behind there.
You don't
Yeah.
have a
Right?
Quran in
Well, what does it say?
Now you say, you tell me.
No, you tell me what does it say. You are with the book, you tell me what it says.
You tell me.
It says Allah.
Well, it say here. Look at these pictures. Then look at the characters.
Okay.
Look at the
I don't think
things.
there's anything wrong with the calligraphy. That's the art.
That's not calligraphy. That's not writing. Can you see? That's not calligraphy.
Okay, so I don't get
This
it. Okay,
this head, this there.
There's the Persian throne. There's the Persian what you call it, mahkota, the throne, right? That's the crown.
So you know, in I think in 2015 or so,
Okay.
when ISIS was in power in the Islamic, what they called Islamic caliphate.
Okay.
Yeah. Did
Not
you?
my caliphate.
No, not your caliphate. Not your caliphate. You come from Malaysia. Not. I'm talking about ISIS, Islamic Caliphate. Do you remember the fact that they went around destroying archaeological artifacts in museums?
Yeah.
Do you remember them going around destroying monuments, quote unquote, monuments of Shia Muslims?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know roughly why they did those things?
Because for them, they don't believe in Shiaism. They believe in Sunnism.
And so why in particular, why did they destroy those things?
Because
What was the offense?
because Shia is kufar, bid'ah. It's not true. Because they are
No, in
their
this-
belief is Sunni. Right, we are Sunnis. We don't agree with the Shia.
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
On
But
the,
why
on the
did you have
fundamental
to-
basis is not right.
But why did they have to destroy archaeological artifacts?
That is on them.
If you disagree with it, you must destroy it.
No.
So why destroy
Then
it?
why in Malaysia?
I'm asking
No,
you
no,
a
I'm
question.
Okay.
I'm asking you a
Okay.
question.
What's the question?
Just ask you.
Yeah. Say again. What is it?
Right, so if
Okay, let's.
Okay. Wait.
if something you disagree with it,
Okay.
do you have to destroy it?
Why the hell? No.
No. Okay, that's the answer. So his
Neil,
question
the
was-
problem is-
his question was why did they destroy it? And you said
Because
they disagreed with it.
Oh,
So-
okay. No. Wait. I was talking. Sorry.
He's talking about coins. Coins is all
Okay.
I'm talking about the caliphate.
Okay, come.
I'm talking about the caliphate.
Wait, sir,
I'm talking about the caliphate.
Answer your question. You are asking.
He's not your child.
He's my fellow brother. He's my blood.
He's not a child.
No, he's my
He can
blood.
think for himself though.
He's my blood.
He can think for
He's
himself.
my
no?
blood.
But you know more than him.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Are you his guardian? Are you his guardian?
Yes, he's my blood.
No, I'm not
Are you
going
his
to
guardian?
answer your question. I'm going to ask you your question, sir.
No, for
Are
you.
you his
it's
Are you
guardian?
scared? Are you scared?
He does not want you to listen
No,
to
for
this.
He
you
is
it's fine.
scared.
For
He
you
just
it's
keeps
fine.
taking people away.
No. For you it's fine, but I'm saying
just
for
take
him.
him away.
No, for you it's fine.
Take
Not
him
for
away.
him. No, for him you can answer. But
Yeah.
just leave him.
Wait, I'm going to answer your
Yeah, for
question.
you.
I'm going to answer your question.
Yeah.
Right? The reason why ISIS blew up the monuments was because they are on the extremist side.
ISIS are not Muslims. You know what ISIS stands for? Israel Intelligence Secret Service.
Because they've been funded by
ISIS have never killed Israel. ISIS never killed Israel.
Okay, look, they're
ISIS
extremists.
never
Okay.
killed
Okay,
Israel.
wait, they're extremists.
Earlier,
They're extremists.
it was only a speculation that Siraj was a joker.
So where's the
My country is an Islamic country. We have big temples, Hindu temples and big cathedrals. The biggest one in Malaysia is Batu Caves, really big monument. Do you see us blowing? La, in Islam, we cannot blow up other monuments,
Neil, one second.
other shrines, other temples or other religions. Unless provoked, we cannot do it.
Neil,
just hold on.
do you believe?
Just hold on.
What is your question? Pose the question to me.
You recognise the question coming. You're very clever. It's very clever. So, is there an Islamic justification that justifies ISIS actions in blowing up the?
ISIS actions were not Islamic. It was condemned by the ulama around the world.
That's fine.
Do you not know
No.
that? It was condemned by the ulama around the world.
Muhammad.
Yeah.
So
What ISIS did was
Muhammad.
condemned by the ulama.
I didn't
by the
ask
Muslims.
you.
No, Neil.
So it's not Islamic.
Watch this.
Neil,
Okay, I didn't ask you.
you're
who
not going to
condemned
lead him
ISIS
to
actions.
anything meaningful now.
Right. Think of the question and answer.
No, you asked about
answer
if
the-
it was
Whoa,
an
whoa, whoa,
Islamic
whoa.
justification
Listen.
or what
listen,
ISIS did.
Listen, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
okay.
No need to project. I
Okay,
can say it again.
okay.
Right. I'll ask you again. Listen to the question. Is there an Islamic justification for the actions ISIS took in breaking up and destroying this kind of imagery?
That is their own justification.
Is there Islamic? Is there an Islamic one?
No.
So,
ISIS don't follow
no,
true
that's
Islam.
not the way to ask me.
Meaning,
Wait, I'll ask some other way.
wait, Arul,
Sorry.
Arul,
I'll ask
wait,
some
wait,
other
wait.
way now.
I'm not finished with my answer.
Okay, go on.
When you talk about ISIS and you say whether there was an Islamic justification, you're looking at it at these extremists. They don't even know about this religion. So whatever justification they do is not Islamic. For instance, I tell
Surely you should ask them that.
Sorry, what?
Surely you should ask them that question.
What should I ask them? Am I
because
ISIS?
they-
Are you
because
saying I'm a
they're the ones-
terrorist?
He's not responsible for the ISIS.
So this is
Can you
this
protest?
is
Oh,
Sorry,
can-
sorry?
Right. Surely you should ask ISIS. Is not calling you ISIS, is it? It's
Sir,
not the same thing,
sir,
is it?
I don't agree with ISIS.
They're not the same. Right.
97
So I said.
Based on reports,
I said to
97%.
you.
Okay, what
I
is
said
it
to
that you said to
I
me?
said to you. Shouldn't you ask ISIS this question? And then you said to me, "Are you calling me ISIS?"
Are you?
Okay, Neil, Neil, you need to
what's
please,
your
please.
thought? Wait.
Please, you've not reached the level
look,
for me to have
I'm gonna ask you again.
Good.
Mr. Neil,
Thank you, Neil.
what was in
Sorry.
your thought process to
Mohammed.
ask me
We're gonna end it
to
there.
ask ISIS?
Because you're
Mohammed.
What was in
You're
his
not
thought
being
process?
honest.
You tell me.
Mohammed.
What was in his thought process?
Mohammed.
Ask me that.
Mohammed,
What is it, Mr. Arul?
do you believe in Islam?
Okay.
Do you believe in Islam?
Yeah, of course.
According to Islam, are you expecting at the end of times a caliphate to come?
Of course, Imam Mahdi.
Okay. So when the caliphate comes,
The caliphate is not ISIS, okay? That is one thing. Okay?
that wasn't the
No,
question.
I'm just putting up my point.
That wasn't
okay?
the question.
What goes on in your head?
That wasn't the
It's
question.
just a
Neil,
panic.
Mr. Neil,
It's just a
I think we
Mohammed,
can have a
Mohammed.
really respectful conversation here.
That
Mr.
wasn't
Neil.
the question.
I don't think so.
Then
That wasn't the question,
that is on you, Mr. Neil.
Muhammad.
What's the question?
So when the caliphate comes, eventually, do you think anything other than Islam is going to be allowed to be practiced?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be really honest with you. According to our revelations, according to the hadith, when the caliphate came, he is gonna come and bring the teachings of Islam. So that's what Mahdi will do.
So,
He'll come in.
please give me a precise answer.
That is the precise answer.
No.
What more do you want?
Actually, you'll give even more precise, even more precise answer.
Okay.
I'll repeat here.
Okay.
When the caliphate, when the caliphate comes, eventually, do you think any other religion apart from Islam is going to be allowed to be practiced?
Of course.
Other religions are going to be allowed to be practiced?
Yes.
I ask you, Umayyad Caliphate, Abbasid Caliphate, and Ayyubi Caliphate, they allowed all religions to be practiced. Now you tell me, the thing in the future, how can you predict the future? You tell me now.
So, in other words, according to you, now I disagree with your knowledge of the caliphate.
Okay.
I disagree with your knowledge, but according to you,
Okay.
essentially in the caliphate, so eventually a Muslim, a non-Muslim, a non-Muslim Jew, a non-Muslim Christian, a non-Muslim Hindu, any other people who are practicing any other religion are
Okay.
going to be there forever, according to you. Yeah?
If you can't say forever, especially
hold on.
Hinduism, because who converts to Hinduism?
No.
If you look at the stats in the future, the number of Hindus will reduce, right? So when you say forever, that is, come on, you are not being true to yourself when you say
Do
forever.
you believe in a
that
caliphate or
theory
not?
is false.
Do you believe in a caliphate or not?
What caliphate you talking about?
The eventual caliphate which comes from your own guys. Do you believe in that or not?
Okay, so
Do you
far,
believe-
wait. So far, what is it that you understand?
Do you believe?
Wait.
Do you believe
Wait.
before in the process of the caliphate coming?
Okay.
Do you believe that Jews are going to be massacred?
Oh man.
Where they are going to be hiding behind stones? Where even stones would cry out and say, "Jews are hiding behind me. Come and kill them."
Okay,
Do you believe in those things?
of course. You're talking about the verse, right? You're talking about that verse.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a
talking
hadith.
about stuff that you don't know.
Okay, wait. Do you know the explanation behind that hadith? Do you know? Mr. Arul, do you know?
Muhammad.
Whose explanation?
Muhammad.
Do you know? Do
Muhammad.
you know the explanation?
Whose explanation?
Explanation of Prophet Muhammad and all the ulama. Do you know
Muhammad.
the extension of that?
Which
It's in the
which
tafsir.
Islam do you follow?
It's in the tafsir.
Which Islam do you follow?
Sorry?
Which Islam do you
Sunni.
follow?
Shafi'i.
Where is the
Madhab
headquarters
Shafi'i.
of Sunni Islam today?
Where's the headquarters?
Where is the headquarters of Sunni
We
Islam
don't
today?
need to be like Christianity with the Pope. We
Vatican
don't
City.
need.
Where is the
Vatican-
headquarters of
Vatican
Sunni
City.
Islam today?
Vatican City, yeah.
Have you done your Hajj?
I've done my Umrah.
Where? Where? To where?
Makkah, Makkah.
To Mecca.
Mecca.
So in other words, there is a headquarters.
What are you talking about? We
There
headquarters.
is. No one comes to Malaysia to do their Hajj today. No one comes to
He is
Malaysia.
confused.
No, I'm not
He
confused.
thinks that
You
while
say there
doing
doesn't have to be
wait,
headquarters.
Mr.
Now
Arul,
you're
I
telling
think
me.
you're confused because you think that doing Umrah and Hajj it means that Mecca is the headquarters. And you know what? You don't even know. In the future, with the caliphate that's going to come, the headquarters is not going to be Mecca. The headquarters is going to be Jerusalem. That is the headquarters.
Okay.
So meaning he's confused. Not just that, his lack of knowledge. And you come here to me and you said, oh, you talk about the Jews hiding behind stones and trees. You need to read about the tafsir. You need to read about the extended explanation.
The question.
You can't come to me and
the
ask where's the headquarters.
The question.
That's not fair.
The question that I asked you was, in Sunni Islam today,
Okay.
what is the headquarters?
There's no headquarters.
And-
I disagree with you. There's no headquarters. Headquarters meaning, okay, define headquarters. What do you mean by headquarters? Is it similar like the Vatican City where it is the headquarters of the Catholic Church? Is that what you mean? You have to set out the definition. Come on.
After Muhammad succeeded in Medina,
Okay.
where did he want to go to settle down?
He went to Mecca, but where's
Okay.
his body? His body is in Medina. They just had
You're just going to run away.
Muhammad is in Medina.
You're just going to run away. You're just going to run away.
Masjid al-Haram.
What's that?
Masjid al-Haram.
No, that's,
Did I say
that's
that?
okay.
I didn't say that.
No.
Okay.
You're trying to run away from every single important point that I'm trying to make.
What am I
Hajj,
running
you
away
go.
from?
Hajj, you go to Mecca.
Okay.
Muhammad wanted to return to Mecca.
Okay.
Mecca was his target to set up the Islamic kingdom, emirates, caliphate.
I disagree.
Did Muhammad want to go back there or not?
Khalifatul Rashidin, your headquarters, it was in Medina, it was in Dimashq during Umayyad, and then it was in Syria and Baghdad during Abbasid.
I know.
And what, Morocco and the other
I know,
areas. So
I know.
that's the headquarters.
I know.
right?
So the early who are recognizable to be caliphs, I understand and we understand, weren't keen to follow the Meccan model, the Mohammedan model. I understand. I appreciate. But that's not the question I'm asking. The question I'm asking is, the Sunnah, according to you, according to the later Islamic traditions,
Yeah.
the Sunnah comes from the supposed Muhammad. Muhammad's headquarters, where did he want to go back to?
Just because. So you're trying to say, just because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to Mecca, so we all think that Mecca is our headquarters.
Do
Is that
you
what think?
consider Sunnah of Muhammad or not?
Of course, look.
What is the Sunnah of Muhammad?
What Mr. Arul is trying to say, he's trying to go around with the words. He's
No,
trying to
I'm
say-
not going to go around.
That's what he's trying to say.
No,
Right.
no, Muhammad. I'm not going to go around. I am just trying to understand how much of a liberal you are, how much of a
No, I'm a
person.
Muslim. I'm a Muslim, not a liberal. I'm a Muslim.
In terms of the Sunnah of Muhammad,
Okay.
do you take that seriously or not?
Okay, because it's a straight question.
Do you-
I'll
yeah.
answer it. Yes, I
Yeah.
do. Okay.
You take the example of Muhammad seriously.
Okay, yeah.
In what way do you pray? Do you pray in the way Muhammad prayed?
There's a lot of madhabs that say how Muhammad prayed. That's four. Maliki, Shafi, Hanafi, Hanbali. They all learn from Muhammad. So
Do
of
you-
course it's from Muhammad.
Do you pray or would you like to pray in the way Muhammad prayed?
Yeah. From the teachings of Imam Shafi. Because
Would you
Shafi'i,
like to treat the
he
Quran in the way Muhammad treated it?
What do you mean by that? Treated it like what do you mean?
Would
With
you
respect and whatnot? Is that what you mean? No. What do you mean treated it?
Do you
Explain.
wash your hands when dealing with the Quran?
Please, we don't wash. We do ablution.
Ablution. Yeah.
Sorry.
Why do you
Yeah.
do that?
No, not wash hands.
Why-
yeah.
why
It's
do
not
you
just
do that?
wash hands. You wash your face. You
Why
wash your
do you
hands,
do that?
yeah?
Why do you do that?
Because it is compulsory for us.
Why?
Because that's what our teachings are on.
Why?
Why do you believe God?
Why?
Jesus is God.
I'm speaking to him.
Ask him
Why?
why does he believe Jesus is God?
Why?
Sorry?
Why? There is
Why
somebody
do you
who has
do this?
Christianity as
Okay,
well.
okay, because the
Why is this mandatory on you? Why is this the expectation on
that
you?
is what Islam has taught me.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why is this the way to deal with Quran? Why?
It's a part of
It's a part of Islam.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Because Muhammad did that, it is how you are supposed to do it. Isn't that the case?
Okay.
Yes, good.
So far,
The way you handle a book,
Do you go to church?
the way you handle a book, the way you pray, the way you do this, the way you do that, the way you do all sorts of sundry things, you pick up from the example of Muhammad, don't you?
okay, yeah.
So that is what we
You
call,
should- you should,
that is what you call the sunnah in terms of example. He is the role model. So what he does, you take seriously.
Sorry.
What he does, you take serious, or you ought to take
Of
seriously.
course.
Just because you are from Malaysia, you might have been excused in all sorts of regards before. But the sunnah of Muhammad is a
What do you mean
serious
regards?
thing.
What do you mean?
Sunnah of Muhammad is a serious
No,
thing.
what do you mean about regards? Excuse or regards? You have to explain. What do you mean by that?
If you don't deal with the Quran in the way, so in maybe Islamic Emirate or in Saudi Arabia
Please.
or in the end time Emirate, how the Quran is going to be handled.
Our friend here is confused.
No,
He
I am
thinks
not
that
confused,
there's
Muhammad.
some Khalifa that we have to now that we follow. Look, she's
So
she's
the
trying to
problem
say
is
that
this, Muhammad.
Malaysia is an Islamic country.
Muhammad,
It's not pure Islamic.
Muhammad,
You have to understand.
Muhammad.
Mr. Neil,
I-
Mr. Neil, I'm not talking to Mr.
Muhammad,
Neil, okay?
Muhammad,
I'm not
the
talking to
problem
Mr. Neil. I'm
is
talking
this.
to Mr. Arul.
The problem
No,
is
no, it's
this.
fine, it's fine. Okay,
Muhammad, the problem is this. You have a version of Islam.
okay.
The Islamic State has another version of Islam.
Okay, our
Had-
version is Imam Shafi'i, because that's my mazhab, and it's Sunni. That's why our version is.
So you have a version of Islam.
no,
the Islamic-
Sunni is the only version. That's what I believe in. Sunni Islam.
You
That's
have
the
a
only
version of Islam.
Okay.
The Islamic
No, not
State.
just me. My brothers as well in Islam. They have the same thinking as me. As long as
You
they're
have
Sunni,
a version.
the same.
You have a version of.
What is the version? You tell me. What's the version?
You have a version of Islam.
Okay.
The Islamic State had its own version of
The
Islam.
extremist version.
No. You call it the extremist.
Oh, he
You-
don't admit that he's extremist.
You call.
I'm the Muslim here, and he thinks he knows better than me.
You call the Islamic State's version of
Majnoon, man. What
a bit later. Now, you call them the extremists.
Of course.
How do
they?
they call themselves?
Are they the extremists?
How do they
ISIS
call
extremists?
themselves?
See?
How do they call?
Listen,
Please come here, sir. Please come here, sir. Please come here. I think
Okay.
we'll get back to the original
Mr.
question.
Arul.
Please come here.
Okay, Jojo.
No,
we
please.
get back. We
Let's
get back.
get him also. Please come here. Please come here.
No, we can
because
continue. Mr.
because
Arul.
where we started off is in understanding a simple thing. Now, he
Mr.
comes
Arul,
from
Mr.
Malaysia.
Arul, Mr.
He
Arul.
seems to be too much of a liberal, in my view, to what I understand as to be the Islam that
That's
is
wrong.
followed in all sorts
So
of different places in the world. He comes from Malaysia and he has a different version. I understand that. Now, where do you come from, sir?
Our version is the same.
Where do you come from, sir?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
He
that's
is
fine.
twisting
But
his words. He
do
do
you
not
do you
understand.
do you come from the Arabian Peninsula somewhere?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's fine. Can
It
I
doesn't
ask you?
matter, right?
Can I ask you a simple question? Okay.
He
No. I can speak for him, sir. I can speak for myself.
Open your coin. Open.
I can speak for myself.
Mr. Arul, open your coin.
I can speak for myself.
Okay, look.
I can
I'm
speak
not
for
gonna,
myself.
Look, we
I can
continue
speak for myself.
Mr. Arul.
Please.
By
sir.
sub,
Please.
we continue
No,
our
please,
conversation
please.
just now.
No.
She doesn't want to.
I'm going to say I need their help also. Please come here. You have a version of Islam. I'd like to find out what version of Islam they have. Please.
Our version is the same.
Please.
He thinks it's different.
Please
It's the
come here.
same.
Okay. Please come here.
No. Look, you have to respect their
This
decision.
particular, would you like that to be an Islamic coin? No,
He's
please.
talking about coins. And
You don't like that to be an Islamic coin?
Why is that relevant?
It's a question. Would you like this to be an Islamic?
Wait. Did we decide whether the money we have today, is it Christian, is it Muslim?
That's
It
what I
has no
said.
religion.
That is what I said.
Money has no religion.
My dear friend,
Listen,
are you
money-
too scared to
Yeah,
answer
but
a
give
simple
me-
question?
Let's debate on something
Would
that
you-
makes sense.
I think he has answered your question, Mr.
I am
Arul.
talking
I think he
about-
has answered your question
I am
perfectly.
I am going to
because
ask
he said
about-
that the money is not relevant. He's answered your question perfectly.
He can speak for himself. Please, Mom. Please. You see, wait. I'd like to ask a simple question.
Continue.
And the simple question is, and maybe I'll give you the context. Okay. The simple question is, would you like that to be an Islamic coin? That's the simple question.
Would I like it?
Yeah.
Did anybody ask you or ask me about the design of the new
I am asking you.
Nobody
I am
asked-
asking you.
Come on, it's the government who decides.
No. I am asking you right now.
Listen,
Agree.
listen. if we are going to
I don't think you're going to answer the
money,
question now.
Coins that related to religion. Come on, if we are going to go there.
But the question is simple.
Let's elevate.
The question is simple. The question is simple. The question is simple, sir.
Islamic government,
Now,
Islamic run,
Now-
everything is done Islamically through Sharia.
in a, now,
Wait.
I really don't know where you're coming from.
Yeah, tell
But please correct me if I am wrong.
Yeah, tell me.
Islam is an entire way of life.
Okay.
In an Islamic caliphate, you even have a ruler. In an Islamic caliphate, for instance, if you go to the please listen. No.
I'm listening.
An Islamic caliphate is an entire way of life. Yeah. So, and we used to have a caliphate before. According to history, there was a caliphate before.
Name me the caliphate.
And when the caliphate was around, of course they had to mint money. Of course they had to build stuff. You know, public things that public could use. Yeah. In other words, the religion Islam is not just about reading a book and just doing your private prayer and so on. It's an entire way of life which dictates things, which dictates many things, not alone private things but also public things. And in that context, I'm asking, coins are very important also. Money is very important also. And so my question to you is, would you like that to be an Islamic coin? I know you're trying to read that quickly. Would you like this to be an Islamic coin?
I already answered 2 times.
You said the coins are irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
And I am saying in a caliphate it is very relevant.
Wait. It's not our decision. And even in any time in history,
I'm not saying it's...
in all the civilizations, the people were not asked about the coin's shape or what is the money they're going to use.
My dear friend.
It's the government.
My dear friend. You're
Can I
commenting on...
Can I complete my...
Okay, please.
It's the government that are the ones who are deciding. And
Yep.
They are the ones who are imposing those money.
Good.
So
Was there a caliphate in the past?
Wait. Now, if we go there and now think, why do we need money? This is the question. Is it something religious or related to the religion, or is it something related to the life? It's something related to life. So whether the money is, let's say, made of plastic, made of wood, designed like the king, designed like one of the street performers, it's irrelevant as long as it is stamped and accredited by the government. This is the coin that you're going to use. No, why is it the design is Islamic?
530.
It's irrelevant.
No.
Now I'm using pounds. Is pounds Christian so that I will not use it as a Muslim?
I can read it.
So I need to use something that is Islamic.
I think you've been too sensitive,
No,
and
no,
I think you called.
I'm being realistic.
I think you called the wrong end of the stick.
No, I'm not emotional.
My point isn't that.
It's realistic. Now I'm going
My
to give
point-
the money to give a religion to the money. Come on. Man.
You've wonderfully answered a question which was never asked.
Okay.
You've wonderfully addressed concerns which I never had.
That's good.
My concerns are not, would you be using non-Islamic money at all in your life?
You're asking me,
Those are
would
not
you-
the
would you
concerns
like
I have.
this design?
My
And I
question-
answered you, it's not my decision
My-
to
my-
decide whether this coin is Islamic or no. If they give me
Okay,
this money
okay.
to use,
You
that's it.
understand the word, understand the expression, a thought experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to have a thought experiment with you.
Okay.
Of course, no one is saying you're going to now decide how some money is going to be. No one is saying that in reality.
Okay. Whether
It's
I
just
like
a,
it or not.
yeah. No one is talking about you minting money or anything like
Even
that.
you ask me whether I like it or no, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so no one is talking-
Doesn't make a difference.
I'm not going to print some money now. That's not going to happen.
That's good.
This is a thought experiment, and I'm going through this thought experiment for a particular reason.
Okay. Would you?
And the thought experiment here is a simple thing,
Yeah.
which is, would you like what I'm going to show to you right now to be some Islamic coins?
For me, it doesn't make sense. It's irrelevant.
Would you like this to be some Islamic coins?
Why would there be an Islamic?
Why are you afraid to look at this?
Why is that? No, we are not afraid.
Would you like that to be some Islamic coins? In other words, if you are ruling an Islamic nation today, would you, and of course you need to mint some money and so on, would you like that to be your money? One of your coins. Would you like that to be one of your coins?
The rule is done anyway. They're finished.
No. You're too scared. You don't. I'm asking you a simple question, sir. Would you like that to be one of your coins? No. Would you like that to be? Would you recognize this to be an Islamic coin?
Why is that?
You don't like that. Why don't you like that?
Let's see.
Please come here. Why don't you like that? Okay, please. Yeah.
It's just, I could do a better design. I could do a better job.
So what's bad about this? What's not good about this?
Oh, it has the faces and the idol.
Oh, what's the problem with idols? In Islam, what's the problem with idols?
Idol can break it. I can break an idol. What's an idol?
So the problem is that they are breakables?
Breakable. They're not God.
Is that the problem of idols? You're joking, man.
You can just make it. You know.
What does Sahih Muslim? What does Sahih Muslim say about idols?
You know.
No. Why does Islam forbid idols?
Let me say, if I make an idol, the idol has to say, "I'm the God. I'm the God. I'm the idol's God."
Yeah.
Hey,
What in Islam?
I created the idol.
At home, do you have idols?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like them.
Just because of that?
No, I should obviously. It should obviously.
Why not? Why is it shirk?
Because it's, you know.
Because according to Islamic tradition, you are even told. According to whatever you have in your mind, you are told you're not supposed to have idols.
Yes.
Sahih Muslim even goes on to say, if you did have idols, on Judgment Day you will be asked to breathe into the idols and to make it come alive.
100%, yes.
And if they don't come alive, you'll be in serious jeopardy.
Yes.
In other words, this is serious. This is a serious problem, and therefore you would not like that to be your coin, would you? Exactly. So you and you are a Muslim. How long have you been Muslim?
My life, alhamdulillah.
How old are you?
25.
What's your name?
T.
T, who is 25 years old, a faithful, sincere Muslim, understands he cannot have a coin like that. You clearly understand. Any other Muslim understands that? That you can't have a coin like that? You understand also? How old are you, sir? 29. And have you been a Muslim? Have you been a Muslim for a long time? Your whole life Muslim, and you appreciate, for 29 years Muslim, and you appreciate this is not good as a coin, as an Islamic coin. Because there are idols, all sorts of things. Here is the problem. Here is the problem. The point is this. Do you know that this is a coin, an official coin that comes from the 5th caliph in history? 5th caliph.
There's so many caliphs that come. None of them are all perfect and rightly guided.
No.
There's some that come that are finished, done out. Just like the rulers of today. They're finished.
Wait a second. T. No, there's no you. No. So to you, my dear friend, my dear friend, Oh, there. All right. Okay. And please entertain me more. So you would be willing to have idols. You would be willing to have idols for some specific reasons. Yeah?
No, I never said that.
Would you ever have idols? For whatever reason?
No.
The reason that gentleman gives, would you have idols? No, that's not the question asked.
It's not like some
No, once. That gentleman just told you that maybe in some specific reasons you might want to have that. And I'm trying to find again, is there any situation where you would like to have idols in your life?
That's not an idol.
Let him speak, please.
That's not an
An idol like a statue thing.
No. Go back to Sahih Muslim. What did your Islamic Allah tell you? Never make anything.
So your point is you're gonna base Islam on this one Khalif that said.
My point is, okay, this is my point. My point is, I see plenty of Muslims at the park today following what they call Islam. They claim all sorts of stories about how that religion began. Now, I am trying to explore evidence, early evidence. You claim that Muhammad was born 570 AD, died around 632 AD, began his ministry around 610 AD. So, around 22 years of ministry. Mecca about half of the time, Medina about half of the time, and later Mecca and so on. So you believe in all these things, don't you? So you believe in that to be history. So, and that is early history to you. And of course, according to you, soon after that came, after Muhammad passed away, the caliphs ruled, Rashidun Caliphate, the rightly guided, according to you, rightly guided caliphs ruled. Yeah. And then after the Rashidun Caliphate, you had the Umayyad Caliphate, Abbasid Caliphate, and so on. That's what you claim to be history. Now, I'd like to understand if what you claim to be history is really history or not.
So that's what contradicts early Islamic
exactly
history.
my point is,
Okay, that's the point.
you as a Muslim in the 21st century clearly understand that this simply cannot be Islamic. If you had the power, if you had the authority in your hands, please listen me out. If you had the authority in hand, if you had the leeway, if you had the authority and the means in hand, clearly you wouldn't allow that to be an Islamic coin. You would not, because you are a sincere Muslim. According to your Islam, you would not do that. Unfortunately though, the fifth caliph in Islam, Muawiyah, the fifth caliph in Islam, has that as one of his coins. As one of his coins. And therefore, my problem is, clearly, whatever religion he followed, I don't know. Whatever religion he followed is not what you are following today. Clearly. Either whatever religion he followed is different from yours, or he should never have been called a caliph, because he could not have been a successor. He didn't do the right thing.
He made this coin, you're saying?
Exactly. My dear friend, it's very important. Very good. You are an intelligent man. You need to follow evidence. You need to follow evidence where it leads. You said your name is T.
But what's the proof that he made it and all that? What's the proof?
I'm going to give you more information.
He adjusted that Khalifa.
You can move on, sir. No vacancy here. Please move on, sir.
He used the Roman coins or the whatever exists on the
We went through this already, didn't we?
He needs somebody who knows his history. I don't know this
I know
part of this history.
I don't know that much, but I know that fact.
So there's more to it.
I know.
There's more
He
context.
doesn't tell you.
T.
Oh, that's why.
T. No.
T.
No. Listen to me. T. You are a very intelligent man. You are a very listen. T. No. Please listen.
This is the coin. Who minted that coin? Who said the Roman coin?
About 10 minutes ago, gave a similar excuse. For this particular economic reasons, they use the same coin. But bear in mind, their reasons are because they cared about their business. Would you care about your business more than your Allah? Would you ever do that?
You know this day, I'm a Muslim, man. I still use, the cash today is got the Queen's head on there. So
I know, but you appreciate.
I can't say.
T. But you appreciate you don't live in a caliphate today, don't you?
We don't know.
So clearly, you as a Muslim appreciate this is not a caliphate and therefore are willing to deal with the reality as it is today. I understand that. But my point is, the caliphate could not do the same thing, could it? If you are a Muslim caliphate, you could not do the same thing. Not alone the Umayyad Caliphate. Go back a little bit more. Even the Rashidun Caliphate, I can show you coins. Now what I showed you one example before. What I'm going to show you right now. Look at this, please. I'm going to quickly flip through. Page number 1, yeah? Look at that. Coins. 31 AH. 31 years after Hijrah. This is 1 year after the end of 652. So this is when Rashidun Caliphate was still around. Exactly. 652 AD is when Uthman gave the Uthmanic Mushaf according to Islamic fantasy ideas again. That is the year. So that's when Uthman was ruling, a rightly guided caliph. Look at the coin. Look at the coin.
Did he make the coin himself, or was it just around?
This is in the caliphate.
Was it around at the time, or did he make it himself?
This is under his rule.
They were using.
Listen to me.
Just like nowadays.
You're asking me, I'm answering you.
Yeah, they was using.
You're asking me, I'm answering you. Do you know what that says?
No, I don't know what that says.
So this one says valid, good. If we scroll through that, Islamic, I've taken, by the way, these examples from an Islamic website. I'll give you more information in a bit, okay? These are some of the earliest dated Islamic coins and believed to have been struck for about 15 years. I'll give you more information. on where I got this information from. This is from your own Islamic source. Yeah, I'll give you more. I don't want to mention that right now.
Not from Islamic source.
I'll give you.
Caliphate didn't make these. They didn't like make them.
This is in the Caliphate.
The Romans time, innit? What is the point, man?
This is in the Caliphate. This is in the Caliphate from an Islamic source. Look at this.
Okay, so
Let me finish, please. Let me.
so what should I do?
What's his point?
Exactly. I don't understand.
I can tell you Christians back in the day.
Please.
What's your
Please.
point?
Get to the point.
What is your main point?
Page number 2.
You're just showing his like talking.
Coin after coin after coin. Page number 4. Would you like that? 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 Would you like? Please don't touch me. Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you like that? 65 AH. Would you like that? 66 AH. Would you like? T, please, 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 please.
Now he wants attention. He wants attention.
All right, you've been T. You need to remember this and come to me later. I'll come to you. Now, T, when these fellows are not around you, please come to me. Because these fellows do not like history.
This is a history lesson.
Exactly.
Nothing to do with Islam. It's a history lesson. Yeah?
Do you think Islam is historical?
It's obviously everything's got history.
Do you think Islam is historical? T,
Find me this coin today. And
do you
this
think
coin.
Islam
Find me this
is
coin
historical?
today.
We have coins. Do you think Islam is historical?
It's not just historical.
But is it historical?
There's many aspects of it.
Do you think Islam is historical? Do you think Islam is historical?
This is a one-way thing. This is a one-way thing.
Do you think Islam is historical?
Don't pick on me. I'm vulnerable.
All right.
Don't pick on Sheikhuna. Pick on Sheikhuna.
Well, he has been. Is he a sheikh?
He knows this stuff.
Well, he only can shake. He's not a sheikh. So,
Finish, man.
so the problem we have.
Brother, give up.
The problem we have here today is a Muslim, a sincere Muslim, is willing to agree that he would not have any of these coins as an Islamic coin because they promote idolatry. But what do we have? These are the coins used for a very long period of time in an Islamic caliphate, when they had all the means and authority to have very much Islamic coins, ignoring non-Islamic things as they are supposed to have done. We clearly see that they did not care. In other words, the point is, my dear friends, the Islam that you follow in the 21st century, the Islam that was introduced in later Islamic history, beginning from 9th century forward, that is not the Islam that we find in history. We go through coins, we go through inscriptions, we go through other archaeological artifacts, and what do we find? Islam, as you claim, did not exist in the 7th century as you claimed they existed. There was not an idea of being a Muslim, who is a follower of Muhammad to begin with. These ideas were later developments. If you've heard a word called a legend, what you find is, in history, we find that Islam was a fabrication built layer by layer by layer by political authorities of later times. No one cared about some of the crucial figures you have in your Islamic history, namely Muhammad, Abu Bakr, Ali, Uthman. People did not care about these people. These are not recorded historical characters, even in contemporary sources, even though they are supposed to have ruled a caliphate, ruled an Islamic kingdom, an empire. These people were ignored in history. Only later on, people had dusted a few things and they began to fabricate lie upon lie upon lie to give you what you call today as Islam. My dear Muslims, leave all of these things behind. Young Muslims, knowledgeable Muslims, please leave Islam, because Islam is not attested in history. I am a Christian. We are Christians. What do we... No. You are crazy, Charles. You need to take your drugs. It's time. Soon. Now, we are Christians. On top of studying Islamic history, we also study Christian history. And what do we find in Christian history?
Rubbish.
Time and time again.
One second.
Time and time again.
You studied Islamic history.
Yes.
This currency during which Khalifa?
Well, let's read.
1 second. Oh, yeah. No. Sorry. No. During which Khalifa?
Well, wait.
And for which?
Read for yourself.
Jesus is racist.
Large print for yourself.
Racist.
During Arab Sasanian coin, yeah? Who's Sasanian?
No.
What do you know about Sasanian? Tell me.
Listen.
No.
Clearly, you
Who is
can't
Sasanian?
read a statement properly.
Listen.
Did you read more than 3 words, sir?
I hear all what you say.
Did you read more than 3 words, sir?
Listen. I hear all what you say.
No. Did you read more than 3
Just
words?
tell me who is Sasanian.
You asked me during which caliph this was.
Who is
You not open your mind.
Who is
And you are
Sasanian?
not.
You asked
Which nation? Tell me, answer. You said I...
Persia. Now let's come to my question.
The Bible.
Did you read the entire statement? It's a nice heading there. Did you read the entire heading? Arab. No. Did you read the entire heading? What is your question? What is your
My
question?
question is, you said I read the Islamic history. Yes?
That's right.
What do you know about the Arab Sasanian? Tell me.
No. You asked some other question before that. What was that? About the coin.
No. Tell me the Arab Sasanian worship what and what is their
All right.
religion?
When
What was their
Muhammad-
religion?
Okay, I'm
Tell
going
me.
to answer.
You have to answer, yeah? Tell me. Thank you.
I'm going to answer you.
Thank you.
Yeah. When Muhammad was up and coming, according to your later fabricated Islamic history, fabrications, when Muhammad was up and coming, there were 2 main empires. Apart from his local Meccan.
It's called,
I'm going to answer now.
It's called
I thought you
Arab,
are.
Arab Sasanian. Who is the Arab Sasanian?
I'm
Just
going to answer.
It's
I'm
not
going-
different nation.
I'm
It's
going
Arab
to answer.
Sasanian. What's the meaning? What's the definition of Arab Sasanian? What do you know about them?
Did you ask a question who are the Sassanians? Did you ask? Wait and listen, please. So you asked the question, okay? Please wait and listen. When Muhammad was a prodigy up and coming, according to your fabricated Islamic lies, there were 2 main empires outside of his Hijazi area. 2 main empires. One was Byzantine Empire, the other was the Sassanid Empire. Two main empires.
There is no
The
Sasanian
Byzantine
Empire. Wait. The Arab Sasanian, I tell you, because
I
you
didn't
don't-
use the term Arab
you
Sassanian.
don't- Wait.
I did not use the term Arab
You
Sassanian.
don't-
Please wait to listen, please, sir.
You have to listen
So there were
because
2
you don't know.
empires.
You
One was
don't
Byzantine, which was also called the Eastern Roman Empire, and the other one was Sassanid Empire, which is the Persian Empire. Now, no. Excuse me, sir. I don't think you have the capacity to listen. If you do have, please prove to me by listening. And so, during that time, Muhammad came up, and the Rashidun Caliphate followed, and then you have the Umayyad Caliphate. So, by the time of the Umayyad Caliphate, when Caliph Muawiyah was ruling, he had 2 powers that he was dealing with. On the west, he had the Byzantine Empire. On the west of Muawiyad Caliphate, you had the Byzantine Empire, Umayyad Caliphate. And on the east, you have the Sassanid Caliphate. That was, those were the empires. Those were the empires Muawiyah was contending with. And of course, he had to dupe Excuse me, sir, please listen. He had to do business with those two empires, Byzantine
What you say is
and the Sassanid. With two empires, he wanted to do business. Not alone that, he also inherited economical infrastructure, finance infrastructure from those two empires. So coin minting facilities he inherited from those two empires. Not just him, the caliphate had inherited from those two empires. Now, interestingly, what the caliphate did was, they did something which is completely un-Islamic according to the 21st century Islam.
when you finish, tell me.
Un-Islamic. No. When you plan to listen properly, tell me.
When you finish,
We've been listening for 10 minutes, bro.
tell me.
So, my dear friends, Islam tells you these could not be Islamic coins. Could that be? Are you a Muslim, sir?
Why do you ask him?
Are you a Muslim, sir? Are you a Muslim, sir?
Akhi.
Would you like that?
If you don't mind.
Would you like that?
Can you talk with me?
Would you like that? Would you like that to be a Muslim coin?
Akhi. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Can you talk with me if you don't
Would you like that to be a Muslim coin? Any Muslims would like this to be a Muslim coin?
I'm here. I want.
Why are you avoiding him? He's right here.
I'm here.
Why are you scared?
Why are you
Why are you scared? He's right here. He's
All slaves of Allah better listen to your caliphate.
Yes, I'm a slave of
All slaves of Allah better learn from your caliphate. Would you like this to be an Islamic coin? Would you? Any bold slave of Allah willing to say that they are happy to have this as an Islamic coin?
You don't want to listen.
Any bold slave of Allah?
Why don't you listen? Why don't you listen?
Anyone?
Yeah, he's answering.
Clearly, despite the fact that there are many slaves of Allah surrounding me, none would like this to be an Islamic coin. Do you see what the problem is?
No, the problem is you're shouting, you're not listening, you loser.
Would you like this to be an Islamic coin, sir?
You loser, listen, he's talking to you. Stop being scared.
Would you like this to be an Islamic?
I've been here since an hour.
No. Would you like this to be an Islamic coin, sir?
For an hour, he's trying to tell you, you don't shut up.
My point is,
Why are you scared? He's talking
Islam is a fabrication.
He's talking to you. Your Bible
Islam could not have existed in the 7th century
Can I ask you a question?
because that simply could not be a good caliphate.
Sicilian.
I'm not listening to you, sir.
Muslim
I don't think you
or
listen or have a conversation.
1 second. Sicilian,
No, 1 second, no 2 seconds.
Because you don't know.
This simply proves us
Don't know.
that caliphate of that time is not Islamic according to your definition of Islam.
All the coins here, all the coins.
Are you Muslim, sir?
All these coins are here.
Would you like that to be an Islamic coin?
Why would I choose that?
Why would you not answer my question?
So you mean that?
Why would you not answer my question? Why would you not answer my question? It's a simple question. Would you like that to be an Islamic coin?
He doesn't know
Simple
about
question. Any answer?
there's an answer here, you loser.
They want to say something.
He's got it, stop hiding.
I need to wrap up right now because I can see all slaves of Allah not happy with your Islamic caliph. And so we need to wrap up here.
It's here, yeah, wrap up, go home, because it's right here, it's right in front of you, loser.
Well,
there it is. If you shut up and
unfortunately,
listen-
looking at pictures don't help you. You need to learn.
Here it is, loser, listen. Why don't you shut up and listen, it's right here.
You need to learn and change.
There's the answer, there you go.
God bless you, my dear friends. Follow Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a very historical person. And in human history, he says, I am the Adonai of Shabbat, the Lord of the Sabbath. Jesus Christ claims himself to be divine. Come to him, follow him. Jesus Christ is willing to help you. Jesus Christ is willing to save you. Come to him. God bless you all. Thank you.